Hi, welcome back. Weekly numerology, number 7. I feel like we're talking about the 7 a lot. So we did talk about it in the monthly numerology, and then I am talking about it again because we have a 7 week. And I want to just share with you, why do you feel different from everyone else, right? Have you felt like you were observing life rather than participating in your life? And on one level, actually, this is the gift of spiritual awakening. 7 is the number of spiritual awakening. It's the number of introspection. It's the number of ultimately discovering truth and what is true for you. So participating in life or observing life and not participating in it is a gift, because when you can witness life, you get to see what is illusion and what is truth for you. Okay? So that's spiritual awakening, because when you know that, you're like, wait, that's an illusion, or they're just acting on, they're just going, and they haven't really paused to consider like their truth or their behavior or their happiness or whatever the things that we want to experience as human. So this is a very good thing. Now you do have to decide if that is you. And, if you're isolating, if you're spending too much time alone. 7 is mental, so it can get mental, right? You can start getting into mental illness or getting into depression or things like that, because that mental energy needs to be like expressed and kind of moved through the body, which I talked about in my monthly. Okay. So, again, this is going to be a good week. Maybe you do go to some water this week, and maybe you do a little, spend a little more time in solitude. Some of you may not have the time to do that, but even if you just give yourself like an extra 15 minutes or more, if you can, by taking a bath, by taking a longer bath, you'll be amazed how rejuvenated you actually will feel. Okay. Discovering your truth is what 7 is about, right? It's not what's popular. It's not the truth of what everybody believes. It's not what you've been told. It's your personal truth. And it doesn't actually matter if anyone agrees with it or they don't see it, because this is for you. Okay? You just know. And when you know that, you have a lot of power. You have power to hold yourself on this planet when there's so many distractions and so many things trying to pull you to like know what your truth is, or you're not afraid to go inside into solitude to like dig and discover what that is for you. And if you're an artist or a person that often they need solitude, right? They need that space to hear, to create, there's all kinds of things. Why 7 is the number of spiritual awakening. 7 is the number of mysticism, right? It's like opening up to like all kinds of dimensions and higher realms. And I don't mean that in a hierarchical way. So don't be afraid to be and discover yourself. Sometimes people are, because there's negative voices, which I always say they're probably not true. They've been programmed maybe from childhood or programmed from something. And that's where 7 is so powerful, because you get to discern, like, is that my thought or not? Just like what I said in the 6, when you're looking at, am I caring or not, you have to kind of go inside a little bit with that 7 energy and be like, what am I doing this? Am I overgiving? Am I doing this behavior out of guilt or over responsibility, right? Is this thought, is that really my truth? And the truth can be for today. And in a way, it's like good that it is, because we don't, in this energy field, we don't need to set anything rigid or There's like no hard rules like, hey, I'm overgiving this week, so I'm not going to make dinner for my partner. Just be like, I'm sorry, I can't do it. It doesn't mean next week that I won't have the energy to do that. It's just for today. So 7 becomes a very powerful ally to help you navigate time and space. So one other thing I want to talk about is the solstice. It is one of the most powerful days to meditate, to go inside yourself. And it is on Sunday, and at least it is in America. And you know, I post these videos right before because Sunday's like a transition day. So if you can on Sunday, do a little extra meditating, do whatever your practice is, breath work or yoga, but ideally kind of sitting with yourself in some quiet is always really, really beneficial because there's going to be so many other people doing it on the planet, for one thing. So you're joining in this collective energy of wanting to have, I know a lot of people have peace, more love, more harmony on the planet. And my other thing, I keep thinking of Stonehenge. I don't always think of Stonehenge, keeps coming in my mind. Again, you can YouTube all about solstice and Stonehenge. My videos aren't about getting into all that. It's more of just how can we focus and align with the frequency and just kind of move along in our own progress so that we're clearer, happier, and having more joyful lives. But there were many places and are, like I live in a place with 7 vortexes, so it's easier here. And the amplification of the vortex is positive, so it's easier for me to hold light and frequency and heart chakra energy here, right? And there were many places on the planet, and Stonehenge was one of them, where you could connect to the infinite part of you inside yourself and that infinite and light outside yourself, okay? And a lot of those things have been covered up, hence why in humanity it's taken a lot of work to like hold on to our light inside, hold on to our infinite essence inside and be able to live that in a world that's kind of shrouded in a lot of darkness. So anyway, just my not to like go down that road, but just to encourage you to like, it's a powerful day. So use that for yourself. It's like feeding yourself, right? It's like feeding that light within you. And then when you feed that light within you, then you want to share it with others, right? Yeah, because it feels good. Okay, thanks for listening. Subscribe, like, and send me a comment of anything. I always like people when they share their stories, and I'll see you soon.